After the deserted island test, we get to see the cruise ship special test when they were returning back to school. All the students were relaxing in the cruise when they got an email from the school regarding a special test to be conducted. They were summoned to a room to get to know the rules of the exam. The rules of the exam was a little confusing at first, but not anymore as you are watching this video. The test is conducted by splitting the students into 8 groups which were named after 8 planets in the solar system. Each group have students from every class. 3 students from class A, 3 students from class B, 4 students from class C and 4 students from class D, summing to 14 students in a group. Ayanokoji was in the Mars group. The test was conducted in a span of 3 days and there was a rest day after the second day. So it was essentially 4 days. At 8 am in the first day, the school sent an email to one person in the group declaring them as VIP. Twice a day, an hour-long discussion was held to figure out the VIP. It was conducted between 1 pm to 2 pm and 8 pm to 9 pm every day. So there will be a total of 6 discussions in the span of 3 days. 30 minutes after the last discussion ends, all students can mail their answer to the school. Each person can only send one answer and VIP is not allowed to answer. There can be 4 cases that can happen in the test. In case 1, if everyone aside from VIP and VIP's classmates get the correct answer after the test completely ended, then all members of the group will be granted 500,000 points. VIP will receive additional 500,000 points, so summing up to 1 million. In case 2, if at least one person aside from VIP and VIP's classmates get the wrong answer or fail to answer after the test completely ended, then the VIP will get 500,000 points for hiding their identity. So the VIP is the only one that gets point in this scenario. But attempting to expose the VIP before the test end leads to case 3 and case 4. The answers like this will be accepted during the test period and the 30-minute period after the test concludes. But in these cases, the wrong answers will give penalty. In case 3, if someone other than VIP emails the school before the testing period is over and gives the correct answer, the student's class will get 50 class points and the student will receive 500,000 private points and the test will be concluded. But if the correct answer comes from someone within the same class as VIP, it will be considered invalid and the test continues. In case 4, if someone other than VIP emails the school before the testing period is over and gives an incorrect answer, that student's class will lose 50 class points and the VIP will receive 500,000 points. Also, the VIP's class will receive 50 class points and the test will be concluded. If the wrong answer comes from VIP's classmates, it will be considered invalid and the test continues. This test preserves students' anonymity. After the test concludes, only their group results and class-wide point changes will be announced. Even the VIP's identity will not be announced, and also their response status will not be made public. Everyone took part in discussions in order to discuss about the identity of the VIP. Ayanokoji and Karuizawa was in Team Mars. The VIPs was evenly distributed among the classes. Koenji didn't want to participate in the discussions as it was a nuisance for him to take part in tedious gatherings, so he simply guessed the VIP of his group. Koenji was correct in guessing the VIP and it resulted in him getting 500,000 private points and his class getting 50 class points. Group Mars was in a deadlock situation where they couldn't figure out who the VIP was and the discussion wasn't going well. During the end of second day, Ayanokoji saw Karuizawa getting bullied by the girls from class C. Karuizawa was bullied since she was little. Ayanokoji knew that she was a victim of bullying when she was little. He saw her fear coming out due to memories of traumatic experiences. As Ayanokoji is a person who always manipulates others, he decided to take advantage of this situation and provided a stage for girls of class C to bully her again. In the next day, Karuizawa was called to a place which has no signal and it seems like the section of the ship where the engine lays. The bullies from class C came and started bullying her. They were slapping her with full force non-stop and were enjoying this. Ayanokoji was seeing all this, but he waited until Karuizawa was broken down. He wanted to see how vulnerable she is. When she was at the rock bottom, he promised her to protect her from then on. He told her that he will be there to save her from any problems. He asked her to help him to do something in return. He wanted Karuizawa to lead the girls from class D and unite them with her charming personality. He also wanted to win this test with her help. In the last day of the test, Ayanokoji's group decided to show their phones to all others in order to find the VIP. When everyone was showing their emails, Yukumura said that he was the VIP and showed the email mentioning that. But when Ichinose called Ayanokoji's number, it was the phone that was in Yukumura's hand that rang. So they concluded that Ayanokoji was the real VIP in the room. They agreed to not betray anyone and only send the answer once the test concludes to achieve the case 1 result. But the class A decided to betray and they sent the answer saying Ayanokoji is the VIP before the test ends. Little did they know it was all according to Ayanokoji's plan. Ayanokoji wanted it to happen. Actually, the VIP in their group was Karuizawa, so he put up a double-layered trap in order to hide the VIP's identity and mislead others. So how did Ayanokoji lay the trap? Right after the bullying incident, Ayanokoji traded phones with Karuizawa and pretended to be the VIP. And then he traded phones with Yukimura, but he acted like VIP in front of Yukimura too. The problem in this plan was, even if they trade phones, they can't change their phone numbers. So if someone calls them, they will be busted. So he decided to swap the SIM cards. But the SIM cards in the school provided cell phones are locked. Ayanokoji said that there's nothing you can't buy with points. That's the fundamental rule of this school. So he bought the unlock method from his class teacher. So essentially what Yukimura was holding was Karuizawa's phone with Ayanokoji's SIM card. It was a genius plan, and as a result they were able to gain 50 class points and class A lost 50 class points. But in the end, when the results came, class C won with a whopping plus 100 class points. In the second place was class D with plus 50 class points. The third place was class B with no point change. And the last was class A with minus 200 class points. Yuen has cracked the underlying logic behind the selection of VIP on each group. He took the phones of all students in class C and understood who the VIPs was. From that, he deduced how VIPs were selected by the school. Actually, the group name were hints to figure out the VIPs. The order of the groups planned from the sun and the names of the students in each group helps to find the VIP. This must be how Koenji figured out the VIP in his team too. Take for example, Mars is the fourth planet from the sun. If we sort the students in Mars group in Japanese alphabetic order, Karuizawa was in the fourth position. So Karuizawa was the VIP of that group. The VIP was selected like that on all other groups as well. In the group Earth, when sorted alphabetically, the third person was Kushida, and she was the VIP of that group. This is all I have to talk about the cruise ship arc. Do you enjoy this arc? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in another video.